This is hurting everybody. I always say that to protect myself. That this is gonna be bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. We've got to start pushing, because the longer you sit here with these people who have this crap hooked up to you, just the more tired they'll make you, the more they'll hurt you, the more they'll use little tricks. And if this doesn't work, they'll use that. And if that doesn't work, they'll use something else. So we're better off fighting it with videos. Please come out and speak about it. I'm going to get a shirt that says like either gang stalking is crime, or gang stalking is organized crime, or I'm just going to have the terms gang stalking, target individuals, and directed energy weapons, and then a website, somebody's really good informational website. I'm gonna make some t-shirts and let y'all know about that, but I'm gonna try and get 3 different t-shirts. And other TIs are doing this. Brian Two's talking about it. The guy who's on Ellis conference call, he was talking about he's already doing it. He already has some shirts. I'm going to get a bumper sticker. And so in my community, I'm going to try and make people aware of what's happening, because they just think, oh, we're crazy people, or we're dangerous, or we need to be watched. And then they're, harassing our families, stalking our families, maybe even later on when they stop caring at all, putting weapons around you. I don't know why, I'm just going through and explaining if people haven't seen my videos. Also, target individuals. I have a high-pitch ring in this ear. It's one of those tones that goes away in a couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 15 seconds of a tone in this ear. And that's entrainment. They're trying to get a hook into your mind. So they're trying to entrain you and train your mind so they can get this stream of energy hooked into you and do V2K, automated V2K, and automated remote neural manipulation, remote neural monitoring, to see through your eyes, to use your body as a surveillance mechanism. People need to know about this. This is advanced technology. We're on the edge. Like, there's so many people, so many forums. The public. Kellyanne was talking about it. Microwaves that can turn into cameras. She said it wrong, I think. There are actually cameras that do see in microwave, and they're basically hooked up to cell phone towers, so they kind of see through all the buildings. So they have this technology. The technology used on us is remote microwave surveillance, remote electromagnetic frequency surveillance, and then they're torturing people with it, because I guess that's the natural progression for an unaccountable surveillance that can go through walls. As you start torturing people and what it can do to the body, they're trying to discover that and discover what they can get people to do when they're tortured and nobody listens to them. This is very, very real, and I think, and especially in America, we think nothing can happen. The U.S. is out there protecting us, and if they're doing something, it's a terrorism program or a community watch program, and everybody's got their heads up their asses. So get your heads out your asses and fight for life and fight for good, because there are a lot of people dying. I have to listen to them every day. I'm one of them. I'm one of them, first of all. But I have to listen to them on my calls. I have to listen to single women who are pushed out of their homes. One lady tonight, she left her home in New York, and she was in like a train station. She had like 20 guys around her surveilling and harassing her. And these people, the electronic harassment is sexual in nature. So she's being raped and cooked while people are harassing her for money. Get your heads out of the sand. This is to non-TIs. I know TIs, you're working hard. Non-TIs, get your head out of the sand. Get your head out of your ass. This is coming to us all. I'm sorry to be so blatant. I'm tired. I'm tired of being tortured and nobody willing to help me, besides other TIs who are being murdered. We have to help each other. We have to help each other for things that need professional help, like people being tortured so badly that they don't want to freaking live. And we're not, we don't have doctoral degrees or anything like that. So please, help us. It's insane evil. And I want to tell, and I'm not trying to get on everybody. I understand how this is hidden, and we're made to look crazy, and it's playing on our perceptions. But there's real evil in the world now, and it's not stopping at us. It's not stopping at the beta test. Target individuals are growing every day, and they keep getting sucked into this program, and they're random. They're random because maybe you live alone for a while, because maybe you're a single mom that lives alone with your child. They'll pick you. Maybe because you go off to college or something like that. Convenience a lot of times. Maybe because in work you report some kind of corruption or something that's going on. It can be for anything. So trust me, everybody's on the block here. Everybody's on the block. If you're not, you're just kind of living another day until you are. This stuff is coming to us all. We've got to stop this evil deep state crap, the oligarchy above our government, this globalist, population control crap. We need to get our country back. I look at Donald Trump, and I see that he does kind of want to just pull everything back and just deal with our country. We're trying to create all these tin pot dictators everywhere, and like do all this stuff in other countries, and then using these tactics in our own country to kill citizens, to torture citizens. So things are getting dark. Things are getting very dark. With everything that the elite does, with pedophilia and all this crap, and then they're taking good men and good women and turning them into targets, and then lying about them, all the stuff that they are doing. This is dark stuff, and we just have to band together and fight it. If you're a good human being, I'm not even just talking to Americans. If you have a soul in your heart and you are a good human being, especially if you're God-fearing and you're a Christian, we have to fight this. We have to push. We have to keep pushing until these people cannot do it. Bring it out into the light until they can't do it, because this is coming to every family. These people microwave children. They microwave families. Whole families that are having the same thing happening to them go to the police and go to lawyers, and they're labeled. The whole family's labeled crazy. So this is insanity. It's insanity that a whole family can be experiencing the same thing. This weirdness, and because it's just, it's advanced technology, they're all labeled crazy. Like the family got a mass delusion or something like that. We need to get our heads out of our asses. Things don't work that way. I'm sorry, this has been kind of a negative video. I kind of need to push on my videos. Haven't made a lot of them, so I'm sorry to come at y'all like this. I do want to just talk to TIs too. I know I talk to non-TIs a lot, but we need y'all to understand we need help. We need help, so when we ask for help from people, they won't just be like, oh, that's a crazy person, and then start harassing also. Because all the harassment in the DHS fusion centers and InfraGard and all these community watches and everything like that, they are running parallel to people being murdered. So when I go out, like I wake up, my spine is burnt, I can barely keep my eyes open. I've been tortured for 7 years that I know of, and then it was probably a decade before that being tortured and thinking it was my autoimmune disorder. Walk out, and there are people who are caravanning me and harassing me in a part of a neighborhood watch or whatever, looking out for the community, and I look like a drug addict or a crazy person because I'm being murdered. This is insane darkness and insane evil. We have to fight it. Everybody has to push. We have to do whatever your talent is. You find it, TIs, and you push. Non-TIs, we need you. If you're a good person, we got to stop this. We've got to stop this and get our world back. Because these evil people who are trickling this shit down, they're trickling this shit down. They're hiding any kind of valuable technology because they don't want us to know about it, because they want to weaponize it first. That's what's happening here. They want to weaponize this first because it's very powerful. You can send signals to the brain. You can receive signals from the brain. You can torture people remotely. They don't want to give it to the public. They'll give it to us in pieces. We need to force it out faster. And we need to show them that, hey, everybody knows about it now, so then they'll have to get it out. They'll have to get it out because they're really evil people that think weapons first. They get scientists to do wonderful things, and they say, wow, that makes a good weapon. Don't tell anybody about it, hide it. And then this happens, a bunch of citizens being murdered. So let's just fight. Let's fight and keep pushing. There are a bunch of TIs who are just, they're grinding it. They grind it every day. Please come to my conference call. I'm tired, but this is kind of, I need to make more videos, so I'm not this negative. And non-TIs, I don't mean to get on you, but we don't need a comment like, hey, you need to take your meds. This stuff isn't happening. You need to get your head out of your ass because you're next. So I just want to tell you that. Like, so if you leave a comment like, ha ha ha, you're building your own coffin. These people who are attacking me with the microwave weapons and hooking up all this automated stuff, they're building their own coffins. Anybody who ignores this, you're building your own coffin. And I want to be very, very clear on that. I want to be clear on that, and I'm not telling anybody they have to do anything. Nobody has to do anything. But this is torture where these people, they're making me have to die every night, and a bunch of TIs have to be tortured and raped every night. So they're forcing rape and torture and slavery and human experimentation on these human beings. So, I kindly ask you, please jump into the fight on the side of good humanity. And I really just want to say it strongly. I want to say it with a clear voice. I want to just say what's in my heart, what God has put into my heart. This has destroyed my family. It hasn't destroyed us to where we don't love each other, but, they don't trust me anymore, and we're not close anymore. And, it's hard enough in this world where things are moving fast to stay close and be a good family and help your family. And this has not helped at all. And we're a good family. None of us have done anything wrong. I don't know to the extent at which they are remote neural manipulated, to which this energy is tapped into them and they're experimented on. I have no idea. So I feel helpless on that account. I can only pray to God, that they're not being hurt too badly. But I know they're being affected by it, because that's just the natural progression of it. Whoever the TI's around, these people start surveilling them. They either try and get them against the TI, or they'll, if they can't do that, if they assess them and see that they're not going to do anything against the TI, then they'll just start experimenting on them. Nobody gets a card to get out of this. These people that are doing it, after they're done with some people, or this program's over, people are gonna want to silence them too, all the way up the pyramid. Sorry about that. It's a stupid system. We shouldn't have a pyramidal oligarchical system. It's very dangerous. It's dangerous for every civilian citizen on the earth to have a bunch of crazy, inbred, dark, satanic people at the top making decisions about what happens with a bunch of money, because our world is very tight now. Information, technology, money, it can all be controlled very centrally. And so these inbred oligarchical elite families like the 1%, they're not doing us any favors on purpose. It's not an accident. It's not an accident that everybody's lives are getting harder. It's not an accident that things cost more. It's not an accident that jobs don't pay as much. It's not an accident that torture's running rampant. These things aren't accidents. This is an agenda. This is an agenda by a bunch of inbred people who are like 1% of the population of the world that we could take in one night. That if everybody got together, we could at least defend ourselves. And I'm not calling for a bloody revolution or anything like that, but we outnumber these people. Use your critical thinking, because we can't keep going like this forever. Like, it may not be bad for you and your family right now. It's bad for me and my family, and we didn't do anything. We didn't do one crime. Not one crime did me and my family do. We were targeted for experimentation, torture, harassment 24 hours a day. They're probably not getting harassment every day. I don't know, because I'm so disconnected from my family. But this is not passing anybody over. And this 1%, they don't really give a fuck about any of us. Michael Jackson was right. They don't really give a fuck about us. Or did he say they don't really care about us? think he said that one without the F word. Sorry for dropping the F-bombs a lot. And non-TIs, I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm just trying to shake you awake. I want to shake you awake.